How does goods inflation impact living standards? Have you ever wondered how rising prices of everyday items affect your life? Goods inflation is a key player in this scenario. It refers to the increase in prices of physical products we buy, like food, clothing, and household items. When goods inflation rises, it directly impacts living standards by reducing how much we can buy with our money. As prices for essential and non-essential goods go up, households find themselves needing to spend more just to maintain their usual consumption levels. This effectively lowers real income and living standards. One major factor to consider is the cost of living. When goods inflation increases, everyday expenses rise. For families with fixed or slowly rising incomes, this means tighter budgets. They may have to cut back on discretionary spending or even essential items, which can affect overall well-being. Next, let's talk about income and wage dynamics. If wages do not keep pace with goods inflation, workers experience a decline in real wages. This gap can worsen living standards since people have less money to afford goods and services. However, if wages rise alongside or even faster than inflation, the negative effects may be less severe. Another aspect is cost-push inflation. This happens when rising costs of raw materials, labor, or transportation lead producers to increase prices. For instance, higher oil prices can raise transportation costs, which then increases prices for a wide range of goods. This creates a ripple effect across the economy, squeezing household budgets even more. Supply disruptions and price volatility also play a role. Events like natural disasters or geopolitical conflicts can disrupt supply chains, causing sudden price spikes for certain goods, especially food and fuel. These shocks can hit lower-income households the hardest, as they spend a larger share of their income on essentials. This can worsen inequality and reduce living standards for vulnerable groups. Inflation expectations are another factor. When consumers and businesses expect prices to keep rising, they adjust their behavior. They may demand higher wages and raise prices in anticipation, creating a cycle where inflation sustains itself. This makes it harder to maintain stable living standards. Lastly, monetary policy can influence goods inflation. Central banks may respond to rising inflation by tightening monetary policy, such as raising interest rates. While this can help stabilize prices over time, it may also slow economic growth and increase unemployment in the short term, negatively affecting living standards. In practical terms, goods inflation makes daily necessities less affordable. Households may prioritize essential goods over luxury items, reduce savings, or even incur debt to cover rising costs. Over time, persistent goods inflation can erode overall economic welfare, especially if income growth does not keep pace. Understanding goods inflation within the broader context of inflation types highlights the importance of balancing various factors to protect living standards. Monitoring goods inflation helps everyone anticipate changes in the cost of living and adjust financial decisions accordingly.